Hello guys, this is King Retro here, and today I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the most popular weapons in COD Warzone. We'll be taking a look at each weapon, as well as covering some of their different strengths and weaknesses, as well as where they belong on the tier list. So, without further ado, let's go! The first weapon is the M4A1. My experience when using this gun has been fairly positive. I find that this weapon is a great choice because it has maximum range, and what makes this weapon so effective is the fact that with specific attachments, such as the monolithic suppressor or the 60-round mag, it basically becomes twice as accurate. This makes this weapon an S tier. Next up is the Ram 7. In terms of how effective the weapon is, the Ram 7 can be used almost like an SMG. It is a fully automatic rifle, which is best used in close quarter gunfights. Damage on this weapon is pretty low, but it does have a fast time to kill. And with the right attachments, this weapon can be stronger even at long ranges. Having this weapon means that you'll be able to do quite a bit of damage, and I find that it can also be effective even at early game. This is a solid A tier. The next weapon on this list is the FAR. The FAR is a weapon that has been known to dominate in gunfights at almost any range. It has an excellent rate of fire, somewhat manageable recoil, which makes it close to the Ram 7. This weapon would go A tier. For the next weapon, which we will be discussing on this list, it is none other than a heavy hitter itself, the MP5. In the early seasons of Warzone, this SMG was probably one of the most used SMGs. This SMG is known as being one of the best weapons due to its mobility, fire rate, and time to kill. It works well at close range and can even melt certain squads who are camping inside buildings. Because of how well-rounded this weapon is, I find that it is enough to suit any player's type of playstyle. S tier. Next up is the Krig 6. This is a great weapon. I find that it has great accuracy, and at certain long-range fights, it can even laser enemies from a distance. However, it does have a bit of a struggle when it comes to the time to kill. Because of this, I would have to put it at C tier. The next weapon happens to be one of my personal favorites, the Grau. And one of the things that I really enjoy about this weapon is that it has great iron sights. It allows for multiple attachments, which can actually increase your damage per second. And it is meant to be used sort of like it is meant to be used similar to an aggressive playstyle. So, meaning this weapon will work fairly well in close to mid-range gunfights. And while the damage on it is not amazing, I still find that it is a decent choice. Because of that, I would make this weapon C tier. Bruh. And the next one is a big one, the MAC-10. So the MAC-10 is probably one of the best SMGs in Warzone as of right now. It has low recoil, it deals high damage output, has a ridiculously fast fire rate, and although it has a small mag, this is still a great choice for players who like to rush. B tier. Another weapon which has been used a lot is the Kilo 141. I find that without attachments, the Kilo is still a pretty solid weapon. It falls within the same category as the M4A1 in terms of the damage per second, but with its high fire rate, it has one of the best time to kill compared to other ARs. B tier. This brings us to the last weapon on the tier list, the Kar 98K. And what makes the Kar 98 so special? Well, I find that this is the weapon that has been used widely amongst high-level players. The Kar is not only a marksman rifle, but it has a quick fire rate, an insane one-shot kill potential, similar to the likes of other snipers such as the HDR and the AX50, and it also has good mobility. This weapon has also been used frequently in some of my matches, and I find that it has been effective in almost any gunfight, close range, long range. I find that this weapon deserves a spot of S tier. So with this list being set out, in the current state of Warzone, I find that these were some of the weapons that really stuck out to me. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the current state of Warzone, as well as some of your favorite weapons in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.